Good morning from Cannes. I am joined today by Traci, Alford, the CEO of Effie Worldwide. My name is Shaun Dix, and I lead Creative Excellence at Ipsos. Good morning, Traci.
Good morning, Shaun, and welcome everyone. Lovely to be here.
We're in this year where we're looking at the best of the best.
That is correct.
So what is the best of the best about, Traci?
So the best of the best is, as I said, we connect across these 130 countries around the world. They all run their competitions. They run the whole time throughout the year. And then they go through the same judging process, the same rigor everywhere. And they come out with their bronze, silvers, and golds. Then what happens is all those golds are then eligible to compete for best of the best. And then they come up, and then we get into basically regional. So we do judging in every single region around the world, and then we bring it to Effie Worldwide headquarters, which is in New York, and we bring judges from all around the world to do our grand, which comes out to be the iridium. So that's really the pyramid of the best, most effective cases from the #1 effectiveness organization in the world. So it's really exciting. It's really the best, most effective cases from the world. So it's very exciting.
Absolutely, and I had the privilege and honor of being in one of the judging rounds a few years ago now, 2 years ago, in London, and we had a few cases. One of the cases I can name because it was already a winner, which was McDonald's. Looked at several cases, but what really inspired me and was the level of detail and so how much effort they put into writing that case, and how much evidence they had to present for their campaign and their marketing effectiveness was amazing.
It is. I mean, what I think is particularly interesting about McDonald's, it's always difficult to have a global brand. I mean, let's be honest. But what they do outstandingly, and we see it everywhere in the world, is this ability to deliver exceptional work, but built on, very clear on their objectives, outstanding insights, highly linked to culture, all the way through, to how they execute with their products and their pricing and their distribution system. And they really are, they're really some of the best work in the world, for sure.
When we look at our data and the Effie data, is that we see it's not just creativity for creativity's sake. If we look at those big campaigns that have done well in the marketing, it's also that they understand this notion of empathy.
Yes.
And the power of understanding a human truth.
Yes.
And even in a company like McDonald's, they'll understand what are the levers
to
unlock that in those campaigns, and I think they've done a really good job.
Which again, it goes to illustrate that, like, when you look at our 4 pillars, you need to be outstanding at all of them. You would say a truth, we would say a real insight that impacts you. So yeah, and you're absolutely right. Their attention to detail and their rigor is outstanding. Yeah. Yes.
But it's not only about big brands. I mean,
Nope.
when we're busy analyzing the best of the best data at the moment, so
Yes.
it's about to come out. So we're very excited about that.
Yep.
But what we've learned, Traci, is that not only big brands win.
That is
Right?
absolutely correct.
So-
So this year's Iridium winner is Ipsos, which is a challenger brand, partnered with a fantastic agency, which is also, I wouldn't say challenger now, but is reasonably new to the marketplace, Mischief. They've done an exceptional job of really going out and tackling the market from a different perspective. And what I think is insightful about that, I mean, of course, it all needs to let up. But they went out there with a very differentiated strategy compared to everyone that they were competing with in the marketplace, with a very small budget.
Yeah, so it just shows that you don't need to be
Nope.
the largest advertiser. It's really the quality of the creativity or the creative, but also understanding how you can unlock things. One of the things we spoke about on Monday is like storytelling archetypes. And it's a new analysis that we just released on Monday here in Cannes. And one of the things we find that's really differentiating, that can give you this creative power, as much as 134% across 15,000 ads we looked at, is this notion of humor and illogical things, or humor and unexpected.
Yes.
And Tubi for me is exactly that, right? It's one of those kind of campaigns.
I mean, we were on the stage here last year talking
Yeah.
with their CMO, and I can't even imagine stakeholding a CEO to say, "Oh, we're going to produce a film where we put really big rabbits in costumes down a hole." Like, I mean, that is not one
I
of the
loved
most.
it, I must say. I thought,
It's
oh
not.
my God,
It's not.
what's going
It's
on
not.
here?
But I think
Yeah.
this is a reminder when you think about effectiveness. Effectiveness is really personal. It needs to be relevant to what you are doing for your brand in
Right.
the context of your marketplace.
Absolutely, and I love the notion of, we always need to remember that, average everyday people, we're certainly not in an average everyday place at the moment,
Nope.
but everyday people don't necessarily remember advertising.
No.
And you need to really work hard to make sure that you can get into their minds and leave an impression that can result in some sort of behavioral change.
Exactly,
So-
exactly. And also, I think, just reminding everyone that effectiveness is something we need to do every single day. It's not just something that pops out. It's not a one-off occurrence. It's something that we need to be rigorous about all the time. And I think that's the message to everyone. Everyone can do this. Absolutely, everyone can do this. But there needs to be rigor behind it.
Okay, Tracy, so let's wrap it up. It's getting hot out here.
It is.
Thanks very much for joining us on the beach today. And thanks
Shaun,
for the
it's been a
interview.
pleasure.
And we'll see you around for
Okay,
sure. Thanks a
thank
lot.
you.
Take
Thanks very
care.
much.
Cheers.
Bye.